For over 40 years, artists from all over have been showcasing their works of art at the Cottonwood Art Festival in Richardson. This year, almost 250 artists will compete in several categories. A preview of this year's festival is next on Prime. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Bill Pemberton. And, well, coming up May 5th and 6th, we've got the Cottonwood Art Festival in Richardson, Texas. And I understand it's a very fascinating 2 full days of great artwork, tremendous music, and I understand some delicious food. Unbelievably, it's all for free. It sounds like a great place to take the family. Well, here with us today to give us all the details is Serri Ayers, who's the Festival Director. Is that right?
That's correct.
Well, welcome, Serri.
Thank you,
Thank
Bill.
you for being on the show.
Thank you.
Well, let's just open it up with you just telling us a little bit about this marvelous festival and kind of what some of the dimensions are.
Okay. It's over 40 years old. It's been in Richardson that long. It is a juried art festival. It's a fine art festival. It's juried. We get over 800 applications twice a year for 2 shows. There's a show in May and a show in October. It's always the first full weekend of both months. And it's an incredible, it's like a gallery in the park. It's at Cottonwood Park in Richardson, and it's amazing. It's amazing work. So.
Well, it just sounds like there's something for everybody in the family to have a ball with. Well, you say it started 40 years ago. How did it start? What were the roots of it?
You know, Lois Bauer started it, and she worked for the Parks and Recreation Department for the city of Richardson, and they decided, let's put on an art show. Let's do it in Cottonwood Park, you know? And it was bell bottoms and braids, and they just sat in the yard. And they put up easels, and they just spread out their blankets. It was kind of the hippie era there, and from there it grew. It was free for the artists. It was free for the public, and they kind of just hung out and sold their work. And this just kind of grew. And once they started advertising, they started charging $1 to the artist.
Wow,
okay,
$1.
you get this spot for $1, you know. And so then they started pinning up posters and different things like that. And then this art festival just grew and grew and grew. And now it's number 9th in the nation as far as art festivals.
Yeah, you know, I'm amazed at, you know, we said in the opening part of it, 250 artists coming in, and they actually compete. So it's become a pretty serious type of artistic scenario. Would you know off the top what some of the categories are?
We have got mixed media, we've got oil painting, acrylics, watercolor, there's wearable fiber, so you can buy clothes there. There's jewelry, pottery, wood. It's incredible. I can't tell you the artwork that is there.
A kind of artwork for every interest.
Yes.
Well, that sounds interesting.
Yes.
Is there some particular featured artists that are going to be there that you'd like to top line for us?
Yes, his name is Mark Keller,
Wow.
and he is from Sausalito, California. And he is a painter. He's also an entertainer, and so he's going to be on our stage doing entertainment on Sunday. But he is our featured artist, and if you haven't seen the posters and all of the media out there, I hope you get a chance to, because he's a great artist.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to make it out there. I love art shows to begin with, and sounds like you've got something for every kind of interest. So that's fascinating. Now, it's not just about artwork; it's also about music. So tell us a little bit about the music festival side of this thing. It sounds as robust as the art side.
Well, the good thing about this year is we've changed our times. It's on Saturday. It's going to go from 10 o'clock until 8 p.m. We used to close it at 6, and we would get people that would come out at 6 and go, "What are y'all doing? You can't be closing now. This is the perfect time of evening, you know, when everybody wants to kind of come out and relax." So we're going to keep it open until 8, and from 6 until 8, we're going to have Brave Combo, who is a huge draw for North Texas and the Metroplex area. They're a band from North Texas, UNT. And
great place for great music.
Absolutely. And it's they call themselves the nuclear polka band of, you know.
Well, you know, in the 70s we had Cosmic Cowboy, so I guess it's time for nuclear
polka.
I should say nuclear right?
Yeah.
Nuclear polka.
Nuclear polka.
That alone would be worth the price of admission, which is free.
Free.
So
it is all free.
Can't beat a deal like that.
Free parking.
Well, it sounds like you got a lot of music acts going on out there. What's
Oh, the other one that we have that's going to be incredible is they're called Naked Lunch, and it is a Steely Dan tribute band. So
Steely Dan.
Yes.
Did you hear that, Boomers? Steely Dan.
Steely Dan. I love Steely Dan.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Anybody else we should know about, or just types of bands?
Another one there's a Beetle tribute band called Me and My Monkey, I think is what they're called.
Beetle tribute band?
Yes.
Well, another huge reason to go there. My wife was actually president of her 4th grade Beetle fan club, so I think when I tell her there's a Beetle tribute band, she's in there. Well, that's good. Well, talk to us a little bit about what goes on at the festival in general. I've seen some pictures. It looks like almost like a medieval, arts. There's something for everybody, like a village. People making stuff, and besides the music and the bands, kind of what goes on?
Well, we have great food there. We have an area that is all festival food. You got your corny dogs, you got your hillbilly kettle corn, you've got your snow cones. Any festival food, we've got it out there.
Absolutely.
And then we've also got a great children's area.
I want to talk to you about the children's area. A lot of people, are looking for great opportunities to go somewhere as a family that's safe, secure, and fun for the kids. What does a kid get out of this? Maybe they're maybe not a Steely Dan fan, but what happens there?
They have a whole area to themselves. The Cottonwood Park in itself is just gorgeous, and there's a lake that runs between where the artists are and where the children's area is. And you walk across this bridge, and the whole area is just for kids. And you're not going to find face painting, you're not going to find sand art, you're not going to find all the little things. What you're going to find is where the children get to go and actually create a masterpiece that they have done and they get to walk away with.
Wow.
We have 12 pottery wheels that they actually can throw a pot on and learn how to mold it. Take it home from there.
That's the photo I saw, and it looks like it's very interactive, very intergenerational, and a lot of fun.
And there's several more activities from there as well.
Good, something for everybody to do. Well, you mentioned earlier that this was the one that happens, I guess, there's 2 a year, right?
That's correct.
And when does the other?
It'll be in October, and it's always the first full weekend in May and first full weekend in October.
Okay, so this is the spring version of it. Okay, well, very interesting. If people see a piece of artwork out there that they really like, can they buy it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, that's what it's all about.
So people can come home with stuff for their house, and I'm sure probably get some excellent artwork for maybe not what they'd pay in a studio or something somewhere.
Yeah. Well, hopefully.
Might have to bargain a little bit. You could bargain, couldn't you?
The one part of Cottonwood that is in the spring that we don't have in the fall is called the Emerging Artist Program. And that's where high school students from Richardson Independent School District, they get to show their work at Cottonwood. They are juried in just like the artists are juried in for Cottonwood. They get juried in and they get to show their work, and they also get to sell it. So that is a huge draw. And last year there were several emerging artists that completely sold out. So these aren't just these are good, talented, young artists.
Like Texas Got Talent for artists here.
Oh, absolutely.
Good. Kids can bring out their good stuff. That's good. Well, for people who win, whether they're adult competitors or their children, what kind of are there cash awards, or is it ribbons? What do they win? The people
for the emerging artist,
or those and both the adults that also.
We don't have. They can't win. There's no competition as far as the artists go.
Okay.
As the emerging artists, we have a sponsor for the Emerging Artist Program. It's Neighborhood Credit Union, and we did have a reception in their honor last night, and we had 4 winners, and they got scholarship money given from Neighborhood Credit Union, which is just brand new to Richardson.
How encouraging. We've got about a minute and a half left, but what I'd like to do, I was impressed talking with you earlier about all the things that the City of Richardson does, and you actually work with the City of Richardson, and this is under their auspices. Maybe in about 30 seconds or so, could you kind of give us a kaleidoscope? You were reeling off so many things the City of Richardson does. I was just thinking, how does one person do that?
Well, there's a lot of people that do it, not just me. There's a lot. But at 2 2 weekends after Cottonwood in May, we have Wildflower Arts and Music Festival, which is our biggest event of the year. It's Friday and Saturday night, May 18th, 19th, and 20th this year. We have 6 stages, huge entertainment acts. You can go to wildflower.com, get all the information that you need from there. We also put on a 4th of July event.
Wow.
And
I think I've heard about that.
Yes. It's
Well,
really
let me do this. I'm sure that list could go on and on. We're just about out of time.
Okay.
Where could I'm going to tell people where to go. They can go to now. Can they find out about all of those things at the Cottonwood Art Festival website, or would they need to go to a city?
They would need to go to the city website.
That could be the city.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and give people the website to get more information.
Okay.
Then let's go ahead and go to that graphic. The Cottonwood Art Festival takes place again on May 5th and 6th in Richardson. This is a free event. I want to stress that. Not many opportunities for families to get out and have this kind of fun for 2 days for free. So I know my family will be out there. And it is open to the public. For times and more information, visit cottonwoodartfestival.com or call 972-744-4581. And you can keep up with us here on Prime by logging on to onprimetv.com. We're also on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Thanks for joining us. I'm Bill Pemberton. See you next time.